everyone. Looks like I'm live. Hello, my beautiful souls. Thank you for joining me. I'm still getting used to how all this works, so please bear with me. Hello, Marco Sale. Thank you for joining me. I think it's Marco. Yes. Hi, Marco. Hello. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate you coming on. Sorry for the delay that I had here. I'm still learning all this technical stuff. Sorry if this is buffering a bit too. There's, clearly a bit of resources going on, but so yes, thank you for joining me, and yeah, let's get going. So what I thought I would do today is, Halloween special kind of thing. As you can see, I've got my little spider going on the top of my head here, and yeah, so I just wanted to, give you a bit of the origins of Halloween and things like that, and then I was going to pull a card for each of the signs for Halloween, and give you an oracle card as well. So I'll be, doing it in order of the signs from Aries through to Pisces. So hopefully you can stick around for that. And, if you do have questions, you want me to pull a card for you after I've gone through all the signs, please put it in the chat. And I mean, I'm sorry, last time I'm still learning how to use all this technology. So I missed some questions in the chat last time, and I do apologize for that. I plan to be better. So all right, so let me just go through a bit of, I guess, the origins of Halloween, if you're interested. So its roots trace back to the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, it's pronounced, which marked the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter. So the Celts, who they lived around 2,000 years ago in what is now Ireland, the UK and northern France, believed that on the night of October 31st, the boundary between the living and the dead became blurred. So, that thin veil, as they sort of say it in more modern times. So they celebrated the Samhain by lighting bonfires and wearing costumes to ward off the roaming ghosts. So, it's been around for thousands of years. That wasn't called Halloween back then, but further on in the 8th century, Pope Gregory III designated November 1st as All Saints' Day, so which was a time to honour all the saints and the martyrs. The evening before was known as All Hallows' Eve, which later became Halloween as we know it. So over time, Halloween evolved into a more, secular kind of celebration, incorporating activities, like trick-or-treating, carving the jack-o'-lanterns, and, festive gatherings, with costumes and things like that. So that's kind of the evolution and the origin, I guess, of Halloween, if, anyone was interested. Hi, B92850375. Thanks for joining me on Instagram. Yeah, so if I'm going to start off with some overall energy for the collective for this Halloween season. So, Halloween this year brings mystical and transformative energy, as it usually does during Scorpio season. So it's a time for deep introspection, embracing the unknown, and letting go of any old patterns that we may have. The veil between the worlds is thin, as I said, making it an ideal time for spiritual practices, connecting with your ancestors, anyone that may have crossed over, who's not in the physical world anymore, and, really setting intentions for the future. So, yeah, it's a really good time to be doing that. So I thought I would pull a card for the collective. I have these amazing Halloween oracle cards here, which I've just received, which are just in time for my Halloween Spooktacular. my live. So let's pull a card for the collective, and then I will, as I said, go from Aries through to Pisces, pulling an oracle card as well as a tarot card, so we can get some let's get an overarching energy for the collective. What do we have? Oh, trick or treat. I love this one. Mischief and play. So we all are being encouraged this Halloween season to, to indulge in some mischief and play. And this is a great card. I love this card. So yeah, love it. All right, for the collective, and as well I will pull a tarot card for the collective as well. Ooh, Ten of Swords. Okay, so this reading for the collective here is, Ten of Swords. So you're feeling, as a collective, we're feeling stabbed in the back. So, take that how it resonates. But the good news about the Ten of Swords is something is dead done over with. So we no longer have to, go through this feeling of that, energy of being stabbed in the back. We can move through that energy. So yeah, okay, powerful energies for the collective here. All right, let's move on to, we'll start with Aries, as we normally do. So my darling Aries, for you this Halloween, bold and adventurous, my darling Aries, is the name of the game for you. You'll feel a surge of courage and excitement. And it's a great time to take risks and try something new. So embrace your inner warrior, my darling Aries. You are the descendant of Aries, the god of war. So yes, embrace that inner warrior that you have and lead the way in Halloween festivities. So you may be wanting to take charge if there's a Halloween celebration. I think it's going to be, you're being encouraged to take the lead on, whatever festivities that may be coming in for that. So let's pull an oracle card for you. Forgiveness, reducing burden, my darling Aries. Let's just make sure that's all in view there. Sorry, that's a bit glitchy. It can be a bit like that. Let's make sure it's in view there. All right, forgiveness, releasing the burden, my darling Aries. Let's see what we have as a message for you from the tarot, my darling Aries. What do we have for this Halloween season for Aries? The Ace of Cups. Lovely. Look at that. Wow. Pretty self-explanatory, my darling Aries. You have the gift, a beautiful heart-based gift coming in for you. And it's, divinely guided from the universe, my darling Aries. So keep a lookout for that. Your cup is running over, my darling Aries. You have the cup of joy here, so, embrace it, use it, work with the energies. And however, it resonates with you, with the forgiveness energy as well. However that resonates with you, my darling Aries, this is what messages we have for you. All right, let's move on to my darling Taurus. Hi, Taurus. So, my darling Taurus, what do we have for you for this Halloween season? So, grounded and sensual are you, my darling Taurus. You'll be drawn to comfort and luxury. I mean, who isn't, really? Indulge in your favourite treats and create a cosy, magical atmosphere at home. So, if that means that you're celebrating the Halloween season, with those close to you, then you're being encouraged to make it a cosy, sensible kind of atmosphere. It's a perfect night for just a small, intimate gathering. So, I mean, some Taurus I know just, they don't like big parties and things like that. They do like to just be with those that make them happy and, fill their heart with joy. So let's see what we have as a message for you. Spider. Ooh. Community and web weaving for you, my darling Taurus. Sorry that's glitching. I think it's because I've got a filter on here to blur the background, and because this card is black, it's doesn't love it. But there we go. Try and keep it on. Community and web weaving for you, my darling Taurus. So, all right, let's see what the tarot has for you, beautiful Taurus. What do we have? Let's see what we have. Let's see if we've got any chat for YouTube here. Not quite yet. That's okay. Just checking what's happening. Don't want to leave anybody out. Don't want to, like I did last time, which was it was just because I was getting used to the software and yeah, I glitched anyway. All right, my darling Taurus, what do we have for you? Ooh, you have the Ten of Swords. Okay. Well, that, as I said, for the collective, my darling Taurus, is that, this energy is a feeling of being stabbed in the back. And if I think with this spider community and web weaving, you're being encouraged to, maybe share with those close to you, share with your community, or whatever that means for you, to share what your burden is that you're feeling. Share this stabbed in the back feeling. That's what I feel for you, that you need to share this with, those close to you. So what they say, a problem shared is a problem halved. So, I feel that you're being encouraged here to share that with those close to you, to release some of the burden off you. But the good news about this card is that something's dead done over with. You don't have to be in this energy anymore. It's at the dawn of a new day, my darling Taurus. So release this feeling, share it with those, that are close to you, so they can help share the burden and take that off you, my darling Taurus. So like I said, as we have with this web spider energy, you're being encouraged to, be with your community, talk to your community, and, share your burdens, my darling Taurus. All right. Let's move on to my darling Geminis. Hi, Gemini. Hello, my darling Geminis. All right. So what do we have for you for this Halloween season? Geminis are generally curious and quite social. So, your communication skills are highlighted during this time, my darling Geminis. You'll enjoy engaging in deep conversations and exploring new ideas. Attend a Halloween party or host a virtual gathering to share your thoughts. That's what you're being encouraged to do this Halloween season. All right, let me see what I have for you, my darling Geminis. Graveyard. Unnecessary fear. All right, my darling Geminis, why are you feeling unnecessary fear? As I like to say, and I don't know if you've been watching me for a while, you'll know my acronym for fear is false evidence appearing real. Fear only has power if you give it power, and I don't. Like I said, fear, it's an illusion. It's an emotion that we feel when, there's a Freudian slip for you, is an emotion that we feel when we don't know all the answers to something. But, what I'm feeling here for you, my darling Geminis, is, like I said, it's false evidence appearing real. It's unnecessary too. This card says unnecessary fear. And most fear is unnecessary, in my opinion, anyway. All right, let me pull a card for you, my darling Geminis. Let me pull a card. Let's see what we have for you. The Five of Pentacles, yeah. And that goes exactly with this graveyard card. You are feeling, my darling Geminis, left out in the cold here. Now, which can be, connected to a fear of being of lack, of not having enough. But why are you feeling that way, my darling Geminis? There is no need to feel this way. This card encourages you to do not call attention to your weaknesses, my darling Geminis, because the fives in the tarot have quite easy solutions, and the easy solution for this card is for these two people to just go inside this church and find salvation. They don't need to be stuck out in the cold. So you're being encouraged, my darling Geminis, to release this feeling of lack and and maybe not being worthy. And it goes in line with this graveyard card. It's unnecessary fear. This card is unnecessary feeling, the lack of feeling unnecessary lack. You need to get into an attitude of gratitude, my darling Geminis. Be grateful for what you do have so you can have more of that, my darling Geminis. Yeah, big energies. But, like I said, simple solutions, my darling Geminis. All right, thank you, Gemini. All right, let's move on to my darling Cancerians. Hey, Cancer. My darling Cancerians. Oops, sorry, I dropped a card. I did, sorry. All right. Now, on YouTube, if I go off, I'm just getting a warning that the current stream's bitrate is lower, so I'm not quite sure why, but it might be, looks like I've, dropped a few frames and things like that. So I do apologise if this connection isn't the greatest. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Last time I had a good connection, but, well, I'm dependent on Wi-Fi and things like that, so, doesn't really help. All right, my darling Cancerians, for you during this Halloween season, your Cancerians are intuitive and nurturing. You'll feel a strong connection to your emotions and intuition this Halloween season. It's a great time for self-care rituals and connecting with your loved ones. Create a safe and comforting space for yourself and others around this time, my darling Cancerians. All right, let me pull a card for as an overarching energy for my Cancerians. What do we have? Skull of Stars. Ooh, infinite possibilities. This is beautiful, my darling Cancerians. Yes, this is beautiful. Infinite possibilities. And don't we all want infinite possibilities, my darling Cancerians? So if you guys can let me know in the chat whether there's whether the connection's okay and things like that, because I can't sort of tell. It looks like it's glitchy to me, but and I am sorry for that. I'm going to work on that. Maybe it's something in my settings that I need to fix, and if it is, then yes, I will do that. But it's saying that now with YouTube my connection is excellent, so I think I'm at the mercy. I mean, we're not even, there is going to be a Mercury retrograde at the end of November, so maybe I'm getting it now. I don't know. But anyway, all right, let's pull a card for you, my darling Cancerians. Okay, what do we have? The Empress. Beautiful. Wow. I mean, you can't make this up. This is exactly with that Skull of Stars that I just pulled for you, the Empress. The birth of something new for you, my darling Cancerians. So, she is all about abundance and, like I said, the birth of something new, whether it be the birth of an actual child here, it could be, but, she has everything that, everything is effortless to her. She but can just, in the traditional tarot, she's sitting there with a scepter in her hand, and all she needs to do is wave that scepter and the wheat in front of her grows. And, she is divinely connected to the universe as well. So, you're being encouraged here to really, manifest at this time, my darling Cancerians. You, with this infinite possibilities card here, you have the ability to be able to manifest and manifest effortlessly, my darling Cancerians, which is just beautiful. So work with those energies, my darling Cancerians, because this is a time of manifesting for you and bringing in any new ideas that you have, bring them into the physical realm, because what I feel here is that it's going to be a successful time for you, my darling Cancerians. All right, let's move on to my beautiful Leos. Hi, Leo. Okay, my darling Leos, what do we have for you as an overarching energy for this Halloween season? So, creative and expressive you are, my darling Leos. Your flair for drama and creativity will shine. And, you have no qualms in dressing up in bold costume and take center stage, at any Halloween event. You will always stand out. You are one of these signs that when you walk into the room, everyone notices you. Your confidence and your charisma is magnetic, and it will be magnetic during this time. So yeah, work with those energies, my darling Leo. Okay, let's see what we have for you as energy. Spider. I think maybe Aries may have had this, or Taurus. I can't remember which one, but yeah, spider. Community and web weaving for you, my darling Leos. So let's consult the tarot and see what we have as a message for you for this Halloween season, my darling Leos. What do we have for you? Ooh, the Six of Pentacles. Love it. This Six of Pentacles is all about reciprocity, if I can say that. It's all about give and take. How about that? And you can see here on the card, there is the scales of balance here. So what I feel for you this season, my darling Leos, is that, finally the balance is coming back into your life. You're feeling that, whenever you give out, you get something back. And that's a beautiful feeling to be in, to have something like that. So, you're being encouraged also that if you're receiving, that, you should be giving as well, because that's the nature of reciprocity. I can't even say it. Reciprocity. So, I'm sure everyone's going to have a laugh about that. But yes, that's the nature of the card. So with this community and web weaving, maybe you're being encouraged to, give and take when it comes to people in your life here. Maybe give a little bit more than you receive, and you will get back tenfold. And that's the way the law of attraction works, my darling Leos, is the more you give, the more you get. Whatever you give out comes back to you tenfold, which is beautiful energies for you around this time, my darling Leos. All right, lovely. Beautiful energies for you, my darling Leos. All right, let's move on to my beautiful fellow Virgos. Hi, Virgos. Oh, my darling Virgos, what do we have for you at this time for this Halloween season? So, we are classified as analytical and meticulous, my darling Virgos. So, we'll be focused on details and organization. We'll be using this energy, and we're being encouraged to use this energy to plan a perfectly themed Halloween party or Halloween event. And, anything that a Virgo organizes, attention to detail down to the last fork that will be used in on the party table. You know, that's the kind of attention to detail that us Virgos, you know, go through. Everything has to match. Everything has to be in, you know, alignment, things like that. So, you know, we're going to dive into any kind of creative project. You know, our precision will pay off, we're being told. So let's see what we have as an energy for you, my darling Virgos, my fellow Virgos, for this Halloween season. What do we have? Owl. Ooh, wise seeing, wise action. And look, this sums up beautiful Virgos to a T. Wise seeing, what is it? Wise seeing, wise action. Yeah, love it. So you're being encouraged this Halloween season, my darling Virgos, to open your eyes and take inspired but wise action this Halloween season. All right, let's pull a card for you, my darling Virgos, my beautiful fellow Virgos. Let's see what we have for you this season. Ooh, the High Priestess, yeah. We are being encouraged to use our intuition, my darling Virgos. So, you know, the High Priestess is a card of infinite possibilities, really, because she has no roof over her head here, and which kind of, you know, the saying is the sky's the limit, but as far as I'm concerned, there is no limit. There should be no limit. You should not place any limitations on what you can achieve, what you can do. We are all limitless in what we can achieve and do. And you're being encouraged here with wise, what is it? Wise seeing, wise action. So, yeah, and you know, wise seeing is a lot to do with your intuition as well. So these cards marry very well together. So we are being encouraged, my darling Virgos, to use our foresight, our insight, in order to, you know, work with the energies this Halloween season, which is just beautiful. Love it for us fellow Virgos. All right. Thanks, Virgo. All right, let's move on to my darling Librans. Hi, Librans. Oh, my darling Librans, for you around this Halloween season, you know, Librans are harmonious and charming. You know, you'll seek balance and beauty around this time. So surround yourself with aesthetically pleasing, you know, decorations. You know, enjoy the company of your friends and family, you know, and any friends that are family. You know, it's a great time for socializing and making new connections for you too, my darling Librans. So, you know, we've come out of your birthday season now, and we are in Scorpio season. So, you know, this is be a really good time for you to connect with other people. All right, my darling Librans, what do we have? Ooh, Cauldron. Synergy and healing. Love it. Beautiful card. Synergy and healing for you, my darling Librans. All right, let's consult the tarot and see what this may be about for you. Oops. You all know how good I am at shuffling. Oh, well, that's wanted to pop out, so I'm going to take it. Oh my God, I just dropped nearly all my cards on the floor. Some of them fell here. Excuse me for a second while I pick these up. This is live. Can you tell it's live? Yes. And they're going to be all mixed up and all around the wrong way. Oh, the Five of Wands for you, my darling Librans. So, you know, this card in the traditionally in the tarot is conflict and competition. But, you know, we don't need to feel any kind of competition. You know, conflict, I think you can, or I feel with conflict, you don't need to feed conflict. You know, in as far as my world goes, I'm a lover, not a fighter. So I prefer to, you know, not fight. I will just walk away pretty much. But with the competition, we can get stuck in that feeling of there's not enough for everybody. But I'm here to tell you there is enough for everyone. We are infinite. The universe is infinite. There is enough for everybody. And if we get too stuck in that, or there's being afraid of any kind of competition, then we're never going to be able to move forward. So we need to be getting out of this conflict and competition energy, my darling Librans. So take that how it resonates, but you are being encouraged here with this cauldron card as well. Synergy and healing. So, take that how it resonates, but yes, whatever's happening with this conflict and competition, you're being encouraged to heal that energy, my darling Librans, and move through it. Realize that there is no competition. There is enough for everyone, and release it and let it go. All right. Thank you, my darling Librans. All right. Let's move on to my beautiful Scorpios. Hi, Scorpios. Oh, my darling Scorpios, if it is your birthday this Halloween season, or indeed this today or this week, a big mwah from me to you. I hope you have a beautiful birthday season. For you, my darling Scorpios, around this Halloween energy time, so, you're intense and transformative. And as I said, this is your season. So embrace the mysterious and delve, into the depths. You're being encouraged to delve into the depths of your psyche here. So it's a powerful time for any kind of shadow work and personal transformation. So, I've actually written a book on shadow work. So if you're interested in that, there was a link in the description. If you're watching this on YouTube. But yeah, so I've done a whole book on shadow work, which is really powerful. So, check that out. If you're on Instagram and you want me to share that link with you, then let me know and I'll share that. So I'm going to take that because it flicked over. This is for you, my darling Scorpios. The light, it's called Dawn. The light after the darkness. So lovely. The light after the darkness. So this to me signals to you, my darling Scorpios, that, this is the dawn of a new day for you. You're, anywhere where you're feeling that, there's, that you're stuck in this, never-ending nightmare, this one situation. This card is saying to you that there is light after the darkness. So, be encouraged by that. Change your mindset. That get out. If you're in a mindset of doom and gloom, release that energy, my darling Scorpios, and move into this beautiful light after the darkness energy. All right, let me pull a card for you, my darling Scorpios. Let's see what we have for you. For this season. Pull that one. All right, my darling Scorpios, what do we have for you? The Lovers. Ooh. Lovers in the air. Ooh. It could be love. Maybe you've had a hard time with this dawn, the light after the darkness. Maybe you've had a hard time in love, my darling Scorpios. Maybe you've been feeling a lack of love, or you've been feeling unloved. Well, this card brings in love for you. Whether it's a romantic love, it could be. This card certainly looks like it's romantic love, but it could also be the love of a friend. If you're not looking for love, it could be the love of the friend, with your family, anything like that. So take it how it resonates. But also the Lovers in the traditional tarot can mean coming to a crossroads as well, and having to make a decision about which way you need to go. And if that's you with this dawn of a new day here, then you could be being encouraged to choose a path, my darling Scorpios, because there is light after the darkness. So, Sorry, this is glitchy, but there we go. Maybe that's better. Choose to think with the light, my darling Scorpios. Like it says, this is the dawn of a new day. It's the light after the darkness. Embrace that energy and get yourself out of the darkness. So yeah, powerful energies here for you, my darling Scorpio. All right, let's move on to my Sagittarians. Hi, Sagittarius. All right, let's see what we have for you, my darling Sagittarians, as an overarching energy. So, you know, Sagittarians are adventurous and philosophical. You know, you'll be drawn to exploring new horizons and seeking deeper meanings too around this time. So, you know, plan some kind of Halloween adventure, or engage in any kind of spiritual practice that may expand your mind, my darling Sagittarians. All right, let's see what we have for you, my darling Sagittarians, for this Halloween season. What do we have for you? The Witch. Ooh. The earthly weaver of the worlds. Yeah. There you go. Is that you, my darling Sagittarians? You know, take it how it resonates. The earthly weaver of the worlds. As I was saying, you know, you're being encouraged here to plan a Halloween adventure or engage in a spiritual practice that expands your mind. So, you know, this card goes hand in hand with that, my darling Sagittarians. All right, let's see what the tarot has for you as a message for this Halloween season. My darling Sagittarians, let's see what we have. Ooh, the Six of Cups. Love it. Love the Six of Cups. Sorry, I'm going to try and get that so it doesn't glitch. It's just because I've got a background on, that's why. I may have to not do that anymore while I'm doing these, but I don't recall this doing it last time, but that's all right. I mean, it's not constant. Does it work better if I pull it back? Maybe. Anyway, the Six of Cups for you, my darling Sagittarians, is all about, you know, nostalgia. There could be someone coming back from the past that, you know, was significant in your life. What I am feeling off this card for you, my darling Sagittarians, is that there is someone from your past that's coming back in, and you're going to reconnect with this person. That's what I feel. I'm not quite getting love off it, but I'm feeling that it's someone that, you know, that was very important to you, and that, you know, you sort of lost touch. And I feel that you are going to reconnect, and yeah, just see where it goes from there. You know, don't put any pressure on it, is what I feel for you. You know, don't feel that things have to be where they left off, type of thing. It may take a little while for you to get back, you know, into, you know, the rhythm of how things were previously. But yeah, I feel quite strongly for you that there is someone coming back from the past, and it's going to be joyous. I mean, you can see the rainbow on this card here. You know, this is a card of happiness and joy. So, you know, whatever's going to come back, or whatever's, you know, that feeling of nostalgia that you're going to have is going to bring you joy, my darling Sagittarians, which is just lovely. So thank you, my darling Sagittarians. All right, what do we have now for my beautiful Capricorns? Hi, Capricorn. Oh, my darling Capricorns. Let's see what we have for you. Let me just see if there's anybody else coming on. Anyway. All right, let's see what we have for you. Let me just check the chat over here, see if there's any chat. There's a couple of peeps here, which is good. Hello. All right, just making sure that I don't want to miss anyone's comments this time, so I'm very paranoid about going backwards and forwards. So, you know, bear with me, but that's why it's live. All right, this is for my darling Capricorn. So, you know, for you, my beautiful Capricorns, you know, you are classified as ambitious and disciplined as well. So, you know, you'll be focused on achieving your goals around this season, which you're always focused on achieving your goals. You know, use this energy to set any intentions for the future and work on long-term plans. You know, a structured kind of Halloween event will appeal to you, very much like Virgo as well, who is your fellow earth sign. So, all right, my darling Capricorns, let's see what we have as a message for you for this Halloween season. Winter, the sacredness of pausing. Yeah. So you're being encouraged, my darling Capricorns, to maybe take some time and pause during this time. You know, I think, you know, Capricorns are notoriously hard workers, but you are being encouraged this time, my darling Taurus, to just take a pause. You know, winter, you are going, I mean, if you're in the US, you are going into winter. Here in Australia, we're coming into, we're currently in spring, but we're coming into summer, which is my favourite time of year. But you guys in the US, in the Northern Hemisphere, or wherever you are in the Northern Hemisphere, will be going into winter. So, you know, that looks like an autumn leaf there, you know, that will be changing, falling when it's winter. So, yeah. You're being encouraged, my darling Capricorns, to just take a breath and pause. Let's see what the tarot has as a message for you, my darling Capricorns. Oh, wow, that shot out like a cannon. I think I'll take it because, you know, that shot out. Yeah, the Queen of Wands. Well, this is a complete opposite of pausing, because the Queen of Wands is the Queen of action. She is, you know, the Queen of Fire. She is, you know, is there something in your life that you need to take action on? You're being encouraged, my darling Capricorns, to take action on this. So, yeah, this is Carrie. Hi, Carrie. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, so, you know, you're being encouraged, my darling Capricorns, to take action on whatever it is that you need to take action on here. So, you know, it also could be that you're very attractive at this time, my darling Capricorns. So, you know, take it how it resonates. But yeah, that's what the feeling I'm getting off this card. And look, with this, you know, winter card as well, where you're being encouraged to pause, you may just need to take a breath before you take the action. I feel that's what you're being encouraged to do here, my darling Capricorns, is just pause. Before you run off and head first into something, just take a pause, you know, make sure it is the way you're wanting it, you know, it's happening in the way you're wanting it to happen, and then go for it, because you're being encouraged with this Queen of Wands card to take action and get going on whatever plans, goals, dreams, wishes that you have. Lovely. All right, thank you, my darling Capricorns. All right, my darling Aquarians. Hi, Aquarius. Oh, what do we have for you, my darling Aquarians, around this Halloween time? So, you know, innovative and unconventional is my darling Aquarians. So you'll be inspired to think outside the box, my darling Aquarians. Experiment with, you know, unique costumes and unconventional Halloween kind of activities. If you're, you know, you celebrate, you know, going to parties or anything like that, your originality will be appreciated. So, you know, take that how it resonates, but sounds good to me. I know a couple of Aquarians, and yeah, they're always such great party people. Like, they always throw such great parties. I love it. I always have such a good time when I go. All right, let's see what we have as an overarching energy for you for this time, my darling Aquarians. Mummy, change. So change is coming up for you, my darling Aquarians. You know, take that how it resonates, but yeah, we'll need to consult the tarot to see what that's about. But looks like you're being encouraged to change, or change is coming in for you. So let's see what the tarot has. And look, everything changes anyway. I mean, we need to embrace change. I know a lot of people have problem with, have an issue with change, but, if we don't change, we don't, evolve. So, we need to change. Change is a big part of life, my darling Aquarians. And yeah, if we don't change, we die. That's, what I feel. And, we just need to go with it. Yeah, Two of Cups, beautiful. Beautiful energy for you, my darling. Just going to put that on silent. Sorry, that keeps coming through. Yes, so the Two of Cups here for you, my darling Aquarian. So, this could be some kind of soulmate energy. Maybe there's a change coming through that someone that you knew, was just an acquaintance, but now they're coming through. You're feeling that there's a bigger, deeper connection there for you, my darling Aquarians. And that's what I'm feeling off this. I feel there's a change in a relationship happening for you, my beautiful Aquarians. So take that how it resonates. But I mean, if it's not a relationship, it could be you and your higher self. You're changing that relationship with yourself. But I feel quite strongly with this change card coming in that this is actually a relationship for you, my darling Aquarians. And yeah, it seems beautiful, I think, for you. So embrace the season of love. Just embrace that feeling of, someone loving you, my darling Aquarians. Hi, Josephine. Hi, Josephine Moon. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, so, I feel that very strongly here that you're feeling that feeling of this change here. I feel that's a change in a relationship. So like I said, whether it's an acquaintance that you've been, or a friend that you've been friends with for a while, it's now evolving into something deeper and something more. It doesn't have to be romantic, but I feel that it's going to be, that there's a deepening of a relationship here for you, my darling Aquarians. So yeah, powerful energies. And I love this for you. Beautiful. All right, let's move on to my darling Pisces. We'll finish with my darling Pisces. So, hi Pisces. If anyone's got any, like I said, if anyone's got any questions or you'd like me to pull a card for you, please put it in the comments, because I'm just about finishing up with Pisces, and then, we'll be going off. So letting you get on with your day. So yeah, please, if you'd like me to pull a card for you, please put it in the chat, and I'll promise I will look at the chat this time and pull a card for those that would like it. So, all right, for you, my darling Pisces, dreamy and mystical is my beautiful Pisceans. You'll feel a strong connection to the spiritual realm because, you are a very spiritual sign. Anyway, you're actually an opposite sign of Virgo, which I am, and we are the most similar opposites in the tarot. I'm very spiritual, obviously, but, Pisces are also very spiritual. So, engage in meditation, divination, or any other kind of mystical practices that, you find calming, healing, things like that. Halloween night is the perfect night for connecting with your intuition and your dreams, because it is, like I said at the beginning, the time when the veil is thin. So, if you've got any relatives or that have crossed over, it could be a good time for you to connect with them, if that's something that, you're wanting to do, my darling Pisceans. All right, let me see what we have for you as an overarching energy here for you, my darling Pisceans. What do we have for you as an overarching energy? Owl. Yeah, I think actually Virgo got this. Owl. Wise seeing, wise action. So that does not surprise me. What was I just saying about that we're the most similar opposites, Pisces and Virgos? Yeah, and that's what's happening for you. Wise seeing, wise action. So you have that foresight. You have that, insight, my darling Pisces. And, you're being encouraged, I feel, off this card to use that wisely for whatever inspired kind of action that you're wanting to take around this time, my darling Pisces. So let's consult the tarot for you, my darling Pisces, and see what we have for you around this time. What do we have for you, my darling Pisces? Okay. The Six of Swords, yeah. So you are moving on, my darling Pisces, from something that may have been tedious for you or something that has been holding you back. You're ready to move forward. This is, you can see all these swords. She's just got her swords there, and she's, with the clothes on her back, she is off. She's moving on to calmer shores, my darling Pisces. And that's what I feel for you here. And with this wise, or this owl, wise seeing, wise action, you're definitely being encouraged. Moving on is the wise action for you, my darling Pisces. So, take it how it resonates. But what I feel for you here is that, you've had a situation in your life where, it's just run its course, my darling Pisces. And you're being encouraged here to let it go and move forward. Release whatever burden it's been, it's been taking on you, and move forward, my darling Pisces, because, with wise seeing becomes wise action. So, and it's what I feel here for you is that you've got all the wise, action, seeing, things like that you need, my darling Pisces. So yeah, move forward, leave behind what's no longer serving you, my darling Pisces. Move on to calmer shores, because you need that. Beautiful. All right, well, that brings me to the end of all our beautiful readings. So, like I said, if anyone's on and would like me to pull a card for you, please let me know. Let me just have a look at YouTube over here. So, yeah, I'll give you a few more, seconds to put in the chat if you would like to, ask me anything, pull a card for you, and otherwise I will wrap it up. So you can see there was a few on Instagram, but it doesn't look like anyone's back here. So yeah, I think no one on YouTube to finish it up. So looks like I will wrap it up for now. But, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate everyone coming on. If you enjoyed these readings, please, like I said, give them a thumbs up for me. Press that like button right now. Leave me a heart in the comments to let me know that you enjoyed my Halloween Mystical Muse Tarot Halloween Spooktacular. I really do appreciate everyone, coming on and sharing this time with me. And, hopefully we can do it again. If there's enough people that enjoy it, then I will do it again. So, yeah, hopefully I will get to do this again for you. So let me know, like I said, in the comments if it was something that you enjoyed. And, yeah, hopefully we'll see you again next time. Good things are on the way for everyone around Halloween, my darlings. As always, stay blessed and keep shining your light. Bye for now.